Good evening, everyone. It's me, Jordan Thomas, reporting live from Linden, New Jersey. This is the Knicks post-game show. The Knicks game just finished in Atlanta. They held on to get a much-needed win to bounce back from that gut-wrenching loss on Wednesday. It was good that the Knicks got their first win of the season, and this is a good way to start this road trip, which we have 4 of our next 5 on the road, including tomorrow we play in New Orleans, and then we play in Cleveland on Tuesday. Then we play them the next night in New York, but then we play a tough Milwaukee team in Milwaukee. So this was a great start. This was a great start to the road trip, and they needed this win badly because even though it was not a pretty win, they almost gave it away at the end. But I'm glad the Knicks was able to hold on and do just enough tonight to get the first win of the year. The first win is always a big win. It gives you some momentum heading towards the as you start moving along in the season. Even though it's only the second game, but still, it was nice to win this game and not lose 2 games in a row. The key to this game was we hit enough 3-pointers to we hit 12 3-pointers. That was huge, obviously. Obviously we missed more towards the end and stuff, but the key was our free throw shooting. That saved us tonight because if it wasn't for those makes, we probably lose this game too because we lost the other night because we missed 12 free throws. Tonight we went 24 of 30, which was much better. That's 80%. 80% is obviously better than 54%, which they shot the other night. So it was huge that they got to the free throw line and they made their free throws. That's the key because last year they was like the top 10 and get into the line, but they were like the bottom 20. They're like 20th and make free throws. So it's good to get to the line, but you also got to make the free throws. If you don't make the free throws, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. So obviously they got a lot to improve on. They still got to work on their end game execution because they almost gave that one away. We gave up a few threes. We had a couple terrible turnovers that let them back in the game that made that game more interesting than it should have been. But a win is a win, and you take it any way you could get it. It is tough to win in the NBA, so it was good that they was able to hold on and get the lead. The one area we really do need to clean up for tomorrow, if we want to make it 2 in a row on the road and win back-to-back games, we gotta 16 turnovers is still way too much. I'm happy with the 30 assists, but the 16 turnovers is just too much, especially towards the end. We got to clean that up. If we clean that up, because we still gave them a lot of transition points, you want to keep teams out of transition, especially teams like the Atlanta Hawks who love to run and gun with Trae Young and their guards and Hunter, who killed us tonight. But Hunter is really the only one that really got off on us. He had 27 on us, but he's tough. But the key was holding Trae Young in check. He scored 18 points on 4 for 18 shooting. That was huge. Grimes was huge tonight defensively. Hart was great on defense. It was cool that we kept them in check because if he gets off scoring, then that probably ends up being a different result. So it was good. It was big that we held him in check and kept it kind of neutralized the other guys because that team is like Trae Young is really the head of the snake of that team. So if you cut off that and but Murray still got off, but still had some tough contested shots. But the key was also our offensive rebounding that was stressed. That was huge too. Our rebounding was huge because we missed some big shots down the stretch. The rebounds gave us extra possessions and it wasted more time for the Hawks. So the rebounds was huge. The free throws were huge. We shot much better from the line. I'm so glad we did because last game it was just atrocious. Brunson shot without Brunson, we probably lose that game because Brunson was just huge for us. Like he hit 31 points on 8 3-pointers. We needed every bit of those 8 3-pointers he hit tonight because that game got really tight towards the end. Randall still didn't shoot it well. He's 4 for 10, 17 points, but he did hit a couple big free throws down the stretch. He hit a big basket. He had 12 rebounds at least. He had 9 assists. and hit his free throws finally, which is he was 6 for 8 from the line. That's way better than 1 for 5 that he did the other night. So hopefully the Knicks could just keep on improving. And Robertson was huge too. He scored 7 points, but he got 13 rebounds. He neutralized the middle like he always does, and he had 4 big blocks. 4 big blocks. But he's the anchor in there. Without him, we would really be in trouble because sometimes the Knicks guards have a tendency to sometimes to let the guards get in the paint way too easily. And when you got elusive guards like we have in the NBA, you need a big guy to get in there and neutralize the middle and anchor your defense. So, because Mitchell Robertson, he saves Randall, Barrett, Grimes' ass a lot because they be getting blown by a lot. So without him in there, we would really be in trouble. We'd be really getting killed inside. So Mitchell Robertson is key. He's one of the biggest key players to our offense and to our team. Without him, we don't win much because like you still don't win. All this talk about with this small ball stuff and the shooting, everybody's still focused on that. But you still need a big guy because without a big guy, you're not gonna win much, especially in the playoffs. Because look what happened with the Warriors last year in the playoffs. They had the shooting, but the Lakers just flat out rebounded and out hustled them in the playoffs. That's how they won that series. So you want to win in the playoff, you gotta have shooting. You gotta have a combination of shooting, but you also have to have a big guy. You gotta have good rebounders. You need an inside and an outside presence. I think a lot of people forget about that. Both. You need both of them. But overall, just a good win. A gritty win, not pretty, but you'll take any win you could get, and hopefully they win tomorrow in New Orleans too. But I'm just glad they won that game. But now tomorrow they play tomorrow at 8 p.m. in New Orleans. That would be another great win if they could get it. It would be nice to win back-to-back games. But I'll be back with you tomorrow to discuss it on the pregame. I just want to say, hopefully everyone has a good weekend. And thank everyone for listening to my channel. It's me, Jordan Thomas, saying, have a good night, have a good weekend. And let's go Knicks, baby!